Demographic theories can be understood in two contexts: biological and socio-cultural or socio-economical. Social and cultural, we can use it as synonyms here. Socio-cultural, socio-economical. Biological theories and socio-economical theories, socio-cultural theories, socio-cultural economical theories. Demographic theories. First, we will understand biological theories. In biological theories, we have four theories, demographic theories. Number one, Thomas Doubleday diet theory. Thomas Doubleday diet theory. Choroidogeny theory of biological stages. Third, Herbert Spencer theory of fertility functions. Fourth, George de Castro theory of protein consumption. These four are part of biological theories of demographies. What is demography, sir? Demography is nothing but understanding the population. Studying about the populations is called as demographies. In that process of understanding the populations, here we will be focusing upon what are the factors which are responsible for changes in population. Why the population variations are there? What are the factors which are responsible for change in the populations? That population element, when we study it, is called as demography. Studying of population is called as demography. So how the population has been evolved in biological context is explained by four concepts. First one, by four theories. Number one, Thomas Doubleday diet theory. Number two, choroidogeny theory of biological stages. Third, Herbert Spencer theory of fertility. Fourth, George de Castro theory of protein consumption. These are the four biological theories explaining about population growth. ఓహో, ఈ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ వల్ల, దీని కారణం వల్ల పాపులేషన్ అనేది గ్రో అయింది ప్రపంచంలో అని 4 థీరీస్ చెప్పారన్నమాట. మొదటి థీరీ పేరేమో థామస్ డబుల్డే డైట్ థీరీ. సో వాట్ హీ వాంట్ టు టెల్ త్రూ దిస్ థామస్ డబుల్డే డైట్ థీరీ? సో సింపుల్, వాట్ హీ వాంట్ టు టెల్ థామస్ డబుల్డే డైట్ థీరీ, the general tendency of a man from the early man. So it is women as well as men. Both are sexually active. When both are sexually active, obviously the population will grow. Why? Because early man doesn't have knowledge, attitude, practice with respect to family planning. So population was been growing. Population has been increasing. So it's a general tendency, any species on the earth will have the tendency for growth of population. So population is growing. Eventually, the food supply is not growing. The food supply is constant. But the population is growing. So this enhanced population, this extra population, they will not get sufficient food. So when they don't get sufficient food, they die. So a significant population will die according to Thomas Doubleday. His name is Thomas Doubleday. So significant population become die. So when the significant population dies, the remaining residual population will think that, oh, our population is less. First, we have to increase our population. When we increase our population, this increased population will manufacture more food. So that what will happen? Everyone will get food. So, in the second stage, what he will do? He starts again producing more population. Again, population grow will happen. Again, this increased population will not have sufficient food. When this increased population, when they doesn't have sufficient food, they will die. So population growth, population reduction, population growth, population reduction, average sinusoidal wave. So a sinusoidal wave, which means population is constant. Stabilization of population according to Thomas Doubleday. Population increases. Why population increases? General tendency, because nature. It's a general tendency having a sexual attraction towards a man and a female. So in that particular process, the population will grow. So population has been growing but not food supply. So population is increasing but food supply is not increasing. So when the population has been increased, that increased population will not get the food. So that food supply is decreased and hence population will decrease. Why? Because that enhanced population, that increased population, that overpopulated people will not get sufficient food. So when they don't get sufficient food, they die. When they die, the population decreases. Then decreased population will think that food supply is not enough, and if they produce more population will produce more food, then it reaches constant fertility. So if it is like this, so first the population will increase, will come down, again the population will increase and again will come down, again the population will come down. Hence, the population will be stabilized. This is stabilization of population. According to whom? Thomas Doubleday diet theory. And he also told, this is first. Second, what he told, when people who are consuming non-veg, when non-veg consumers increases, animals will die. When animal die, again tomorrow again he should eat, no. Animal is not there. So animals reduced. When the animal reduced, he is not having food supply now. So when he is not having food supply, so obviously the population will decrease. So he also told that non-veg increases, population decreases, because if more population depend on non-veg, animals will become extinct and then population decreases. Vegetarian increases, population increases. Why? Because he tells that vegetation is abundant when compared to animals. Leanness favors fertility and fatness reduces fertility. This is another statement which he told. Leanness favors fertility and fatness reduces fertility. These are Thomas Doubleday diet theory. So four explanations he gave. Number one, the general tendency is population increases because a natural attraction towards a male and female in any species on the earth, not only human beings, any species on the earth. So because of which the population increases. When the population is increased, this increased population doesn't have the sufficient food. So when they doesn't get sufficient food, they die. When they die, the population will come down. Again, the decreased population will think that I have to produce more children. Why? Because more children, more hands to work, more food. So hence population has been increased. Hence there is a increase reduction, increase decrease, and hence population get stabilized. Plus minus. And also told that the non-veg consumption increases, then the population decreases. So if the people depends upon the vegetarian, then the population increases. And he gave a general statement, leanness favors fertility and fatness reduces fertility. These are the theory given by Thomas Doubleday, diet, which he gave importance to food, diet theory. Second theory, which is called as choroidogeny theory of biological stages. The growth in population has ups and downs. It grows and reduces. For this reason, whenever there is increase in population, they depend more on natural resources. So what he wanted, almost same, but choroidogeny theory of biological stages, he want to tell that as there is a general tendency, the population increases initially. As the population increases initially, the increased population will depend upon natural resources abundantly. When they depend upon natural resources abundantly, that natural resources, when we depend upon the nature for the natural resources, the nature could not sustain the demand. So nature cannot sustain the demand which has been occurred on them because of human beings. Why human beings? Because population got increased. This demand on the natural resources will lead to, whenever there is over-dependence, then there will be collapse. So over-dependence on nature for natural resources results in catastrophe. A very big catastrophe comes and a significant population will die. So suddenly the population reduced. And again the residual population will struggle, will fight to increase the population. Hence the population biological stages. Increases, decreases, increases, decreases. They depend more on natural resources. When natural resources overburden, it leads to catastrophe and population decreases. When population increases, the earth cannot bear and this leads to catastrophe. He believed that population growth is always biological and not social, or it's biological. We want food, we want our survival. For that survival, we will depend upon the nature. When we over depend on the nature cannot sustain the demand. When the nature cannot sustain the demand, the nature will reciprocate. The nature will react in the form of catastrophe. And that catastrophe will kill a significant proportion of population. And only residual population is left. Again, the residual population will try to increase the population. And again, the increased population again depend upon natural resources. Again, the natural resources cannot sustain, the nature cannot sustain. Again, there will be a catastrophe. And again, the population will come down. Hence, he gave Corrado-Jenny theory of biological stages. Increase, decrease. Increased stage, decreased stage. Increased stage, decreased stage. Growth of human population follows the ups and downs of the population growth because of limited variations, climatic variations. In first stage, there is a rapid growth of population. Growth is eventually replaced by second stage of slowdown of population growth. Hence, this theory is called as theory of biological stages. This has been given by whom? Corrado-Jenny. Corrado-Jenny theory of biological stages. These all are biological in nature, but not socio-economical. So, exclusive biological theories. First biological theory has been given by Thomas Doubleday diet theory. Second theory has been given by Corrado-Jenny theory of biological stages. Third.